I want to talk about in this video how many times we should ask a girl out before you just like give up. This is going to be like the most self-respecting thing you can do as a man. If I can look back at my past real fast before I even go into this video, I used to be that guy that would like text girls, talk to them all day long, because in my head, I was like, if I keep talking to her, eventually she might like me enough to where she wants to hang out. And I did not know how women get like validation and men as well. I didn't know any of this stuff back then. So I was like, well, I'm going to keep talking to this girl. And I've asked girls out several times, and they always gave me like an excuse as to why they couldn't hang out. And I didn't know anything about that at the time. So I just kept like texting them, or if I started texting them and they just stopped responding to me and like a couple days go by, I might text them again just to see if I could reinitiate a conversation and try to get with them. And now that I understand women better than like 99% of men, I know why they were doing all of these things. It does not matter if this is a new girl you just started dating, a girl you have been dating, or if it's like an ex-girlfriend that's trying to come back into your life. If you're dating, like if you're in a relationship with a girl or you're married to a girl, if her interest in you, like she loves you, of course, she's going to make seeing you very easy. She's going to want to spend time with you. Women who like you make things easy. Remember that, because this is why I say you should only ask a girl out 2 times. And I'm going to try to give you some different situations off the top of my head to where I can explain why people do this. Now, the reason why you give a girl twice is because let's say that, here, I'll start off with this situation right now, and this will make sense as to why. Now, 2 times, if the girl is really hot, but if the girl's like, okay, she's hot, but it's not like, if it doesn't work out, so what? Then I would just stick to 1 time. Like if you ask her to hang out 1 time, and she's just like, I can't, then I would just move on. So there's a couple different situations where I can explain this. So let me do a 2 times max. So there have been girls in the past where we both agreed to hang out, and I got their phone number, and then I went to text them, hey, are you free later this week to get together? And at the time, the girls told me I'm not free this week because of, whatever bullshit excuse they gave me. So I was like, okay, well, that clearly is a no. So that's the first time that I asked that girl out. I said, okay, well, hey, if this week's not going to work, that's fine. I will reach out to you next week, and then we'll try again. And the girls always say something like, okay, sounds good. And then another week goes by. I ask them out again, and they still can't make it. So at that point in time, remember what I said, girls who like you make things easy? If 2 weeks go by and that girl's not agreeing to see me, I stop talking to her because she doesn't like you enough to where she wants to hang out with you. So let's say you asked her out twice and she declines the second time, but she says, okay, well, I can't this week, but next week on this specific day, I know I can get together, because maybe she's doing stuff for work, she's on vacation, or she's somewhere where like it's actually legitimate, but she reschedules with a specific time and day. That is a green flag. So if you ask a girl out twice and she declines both times, and you have to look at a girl's actions, not what she says. Okay, because women will say the most convincing things in the world, but you have the bottom line. If she says, I can't hang out because of XYZ, what she's really saying is, I just don't want to hang out with you. Even if it is a legitimate excuse. There are times where girls have canceled on me for legitimate reasons, but what did they not do? They did not reschedule. So that tells me that even though the excuse was legit and they actually had to cancel, they didn't care enough to see me because they did not reschedule. I have too much experience with women to lie to you right now. A woman who wants to see you will reschedule if she has to cancel. Women, when they like you, they make things easy. So 2 times max if you think the girl is really hot. So that's one situation. Now, there are other situations where, let's say you ask a girl out, and then let's say you ask a girl out and she's really fucking hot. You're like, oh my God, this girl's hot. You ask her out, she agrees to see you. You guys set up a specific time and day. And then on that day, she cancels like last minute, like a couple hours beforehand. At that point, gentlemen, I don't care how hot the girl is. If a girl cancels on you last minute after you made plans days in advance when you could have been fucking doing anything else, stop talking to that girl. If she cancels, all you need to say is just, hey, well, you know what? If you want to hang out in the future, you have my phone number. Take care. Because women know when they're canceling, Women know they just don't want to see you. So by you leaving the door open, you are likely never going to hear from that girl again. I say likely because it is possible. I've heard from women like that before. I'm telling you, what Doc Love, the cardinal red sin from Doc Love is if you give one chance per lifetime per woman. So if she cancels a date, that's it. Cut her off. And since I've adopted that philosophy, dude, it's made my life dealing with women so much easier because now I know I am no longer having to pursue a woman that just doesn't care enough about me romantically enough or to even want to get to know me. So we only want to be with girls that want to be with us. And so if you've asked her out twice and she's saying no, fucking cut her off. If you made a date with her and she's saying, and she cancels, cut her off. Here's another one. This happened to me 3 times last week, 3 times. I asked 3 different girls out. All 3 of them agreed to hang out. They gave me their phone number. 1 of them ghosted me. 2 of them replied to me on the first text message. One of those 2 ended up ghosting the message I sent her. And then the other one told me, I don't have any plans this weekend, but I'll get back to you and let you know. So what is she doing? Yeah, I don't have plans, but I'm not going to commit to seeing you. That's what she's really doing. So all 3 of those girls ended up not getting back to me. 2 of them ghosted me. I will never speak to these girls again unless they reach out to me. Why? Because I have too much self-respect for myself to continue chasing women that have very clearly just indicated from their actions that they didn't care enough to see me. You'll notice this is a very common pattern. Women will give you their phone number. They don't want to reject you in the moment. That is very common because men have conditioned women to just not reject men up front because most men freak out. So they will give you their phone number. They will agree to hang out with you. But when it comes time to actually like hanging out with them, they'll just fucking ignore you. That's just normal women behavior. And back then, if I look at these situations with these 3 girls, and I look back when I was still like 19 or 20, I would have likely reached back out to these girls to see if they wanted to hang out again. But now, after I see what they've done, they ghosted me? Fuck no. Absolutely not. There are way too many girls out there that are better looking, more fun to be around, and actually want to be around me. I just have to go and find those girls and meet them. Why the fuck am I going to get hung up on a girl that doesn't want to fucking spend time with me? I don't. I have too much self-respect for myself to continue pursuing women that do not want to make seeing them easy. And hopefully after this video, you do as well. Ask a girl to hang out 2 times maximum if the situation applies. But I mean, if you set up a date with this girl and she cancels, no. If she cancels and she does not reschedule, that's it. Cut her off, move on. If you text her and she ghosts you, cut her off, move on. You never double text a woman. You send her 1 text message and you wait. And these girls chose not to get back to me. And we know women are always on their phone. They're just choosing not to. So I'm never going to speak to them again. So, hey, if you're in a situation where you've asked like a girl out more than twice, leave a comment down below so I and other guys can see as well. I want to see why you chose to keep pursuing a woman, and maybe I can learn something from it. But if you like this video, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, if you're a guy right now that wants help with pickup, dating, or relationships, and getting better with women and understanding them, click the link in my description. Book a 1-hour coaching call with me. Let me help you, bro. Women are so easy. And with that being said, gentlemen, if you like this video, check out this one right here, and you're going to love this one as well. Guys, I will see you in the next one.